Alright, we're back, guys. This is going to be my third video of today, um, about new leaks. And Fortnite actually did stick to their schedule and post a leak on Twitter for the new season at noon. So, we didn't get one of those, but there have been more unofficial leaks that I'm going to talk about. So the first one is regarding mythic weapons. So, unvaulted mythic weapons include TNT's Kaboom Bow, Gunner Stinger SMG, the Foundation's MK7 Assault Rifle, Zig and Choppy's Ray Gun, the Overclocked Pulse Rifle, and the Mythic Havoc Shotgun. Those are going to be the mythics that are unvaulted next season, so definitely keep an eye out for those. And I just talked about 6 different mythics that we could be seeing next season. So, and there's even more to come. We'll talk about that in a second. But 6 mythics is ridiculous. We haven't really seen that since Chapter 2, Season 2. Which proves once again that this season is going to be similar to Chapter 2, Season 2. So, henchmen are going to be unvaulted, which means the likely return of the shakedown feature next season. Now, I don't know how I necessarily feel about this, but I think it is definitely something very... I don't know. There's mixed opinions about it. After they added Cancel Shakedown, I think people liked it a lot more. But, I think, yeah. And then, next thing, even more unvaulted weapons. So we just talked about 6. There's 2 more. So, Midas's Drum Gun and Kit's Charge Shotgun. So that adds us up to 8 mythics next season. And trust me, this is not bad. So Midas's Drum Gun, if it is unvaulted, if the leaks are true and it is coming back, will obviously mean the return of Midas. Now we have seen a Shadow Midas style, which is like a purple style. His tattoos are purple and all that. So people have been predicting we could see a red version of Midas because we'll see this season, which I would love to see. We also have Kit's Shockwave Launcher and Ocean's Bottomless Chug Jug, so that adds up to 10 mythic items. Actually, which would mean about 9 bosses, just because the Shockwave Launcher and the Shotgun are from the same boss. But that also means 9 different bosses, 9 different vaults, potentially. And it's not impossible. I mean, we saw in Chapter 3, or Chapter 4, Season 2, we saw 3 vaults. They added 3 this season. So that is up to 6 vaults. And maybe they're adding another 3 next season, potentially. And then we would have 9 different vaults. And maybe they all spawn as well. That's not the end of that. We saw the reinvented version of the agency leaked yesterday, and we have another POI leak for the desert biome, and it's called Redsless Retreat. Not sure. It is not exactly sure what's going to be found there or any details about it. However, I wish I could pull up a picture, but it's basically, it's like, you guys remember back in Chapter 1 and in like Chapter 3 by Chonker Speedway, we had John Wick's mansion. It's very similar. It's got a pool, palm trees, it's a mansion, very modern. Check Twitter to hear more about it. It's under FN News. So, that is one of the new POIs coming next season. And I think that is about all that I know for right now. And if you guys have been wondering why I haven't been uploading lately, I mean, the last video I uploaded before this series started was the tournament that I couldn't keyword to, and that was like 2 weeks ago. It's just that I haven't been enjoying Battle Royale that much this season, and I found it hard to play Battle Royale. So that's why I'm super hyped for next season, especially since I personally haven't played anything like this. I didn't play Chapter 2 Season 2, so I know a lot of people didn't, or have quit the game that have, so I'm excited to see the community's reaction. Everyone is getting very excited for next season. I'm excited to see 10 mythic items in the game. I mean, I think that's pretty much unheard of. I think the max we've had is like 6 or 7 per season, so 10 is going to be ridiculous. I think there's going to be a lot of complaining, but that also means, if you think about it, only 2 people can have, in the whole game, would have full mythic loadouts, because you can't carry all of them like you could in previous seasons. Or at least most of them. You can only carry half of them. And potentially finding them all would be a pain in the neck. Also, I think with adding 9 vaults that constantly spawn, I think there will be a lot of new drop spots for like competitive. There's going to be a lot of people dropping in a bunch of different spots next season, just because of the vaults and the way they work. Certain vaults will have more than others, but I think it spreads out the map a little bit more. The last thing I want to talk about is Last Chance Major, and a few of the highlights there. So Last Chance Major was the last chance for teams to go to Copenhagen for the in-person tournament in mid-October, if you guys don't follow along with the competitive. So I'm just going to point out a few of the key names here. On EU, we had Mr. Savage and Vidil winning the whole tournament and going to Copenhagen. You needed top 9 to qualify on EU. So Mr. Savage and Vidil will be going to the LAN. I think the whole competitive community is very excited about that. Obviously huge names, more big names. Clips and Epic Whale will be going to the LAN event as well. They qualified in like 4th place through the NA Last Chance Major, which was a super close leaderboard, by the way. Peterbot and Squancy, I believe, qualified in 1st place out of that top 8 on NA made it, and then literally in 8th place, barely qualifying. A lot of you guys won't know them, but if you follow along with the competitive community, you will. Bully and Shadow, very underrated team there. So that's pretty huge to see a very underrated team going to a very big in-person event. That is very amazing as well. Also, on a special mention, we had the OCE region, Oatly, content creator, coming in 2nd place, which I believe is enough to qualify for the LAN. So, that is going to be pretty cool. We're going to see some big names there, and I hope you guys are excited. I also hope you guys... 1 second. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.